everyone, and welcome to another episode of On the Green. And as usual, I am Coach Tajonera, and of course, with my partner, Coach Mike Ke. And
yes, sir.
Today, we have a legend in our midst, a coaching legend, and who happens to be a very passionate golfer as well. Welcome to the show, Coach Chot Reyes.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me, Lee. Tsaka Mike, legend, parang sinasabi mong gurang, ha?
Living legend.
Another word for age, ha?
Well,
yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll keep this very casual and we'll talk golf. And speaking of golf, I forwarded the video of your swing to Coach Mike.
Yan!
And sabi ko, as promised, we will kick off the show with a breakdown of your swing, care of none other than Coach Mike.
Pero kailangan brutal, objective breakdown, Coach, ha? Huwag kang I'm now also a coach. I take negative feedback very well.
Okay. Gagamitan ko ng sandwich principle. Tama ba, Coach Lee?
Sandwich. Huwag na, diretso mo na sa negative.
Okay. So, what I'll do is I'll just share my screen. No? I've uploaded your video to my swing analysis app. So, this will take a few seconds lang. So, mawawala ako sa screen.
Do I have to switch pass over host?
I think you have to switch kasi right now
mo siya gawing host.
You have to give me permission.
Okay, there.
Yeah. All right. Sige.
Excited ka, Coach Chot?
Oo, excited ako. I always look forward to this. Pag bumabiyahe ako, palagi ako pumupunta sa mga golf shop para lang makasilip ng ganyan.
Ayan. Dinig niyo ba ako?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now, you can
people
see
watching this, this is Coach Chot. This is
right.
Coach Chot teeing off. Saan to, Coach Chot?
Sa Wakwak,
okay.
West Course. West.
Okay.
So, the good news muna.
Yan.
Mukhang batak na batak eh. Labas yung mga muscles eh. Oh. sa shirt. Yeah. Good news. Well, I always, for athletes, yung mga players who play other sports, they're usually very good with the hands. No? Kumbaga, they have very good, what you call, compensatory abilities. So, my job usually is if I can get them into a good starting position, a balanced setup, and get them to improve their relationship with the ground, the rest of the stuff becomes easier. So let me draw a line here, a vertical line, just to show where your balance is. So I would start there. So usually when I draw a line from the armpit going down, a vertical line, that line, paliitin ko konti All right. Okay. I'd like to see that line come down behind the arms and touch the front of the kneecaps. And then it's gonna land right there sa balls of the feet. Na mapapansin nyo dito.
Okay.
Yeah, this part right here, sa yung tuhod, lagpas dun sa line. It's so
okay.
So I'd like to see the knees behind the line, or meaning on this side of the line, right? Okay. So lagpas yung tuhod mo dyan eh. Now, this is the effect. I'll put a circle around the head now. Now watch this carefully. Because you're starting in a not so balanced position, very upright yung spine mo, a lot of knee flex. Watch this. So very quickly, from on the takeaway pa lang, boom, paatras ka na. So you're sitting in your heels. You notice the head is moving away from the ball, di ba? Okay, so then you're sitting in your heels. Usually when you're sitting in your heels, hindi ka na makapivot. Notice from here going up, very little movement in the lower body na. Tawag dyan, your right leg has maintained its flex. Usually, I'd like to see that right leg straighten a little bit, and
Correct.
the left knee go forward a little bit, and then the right leg go back. Yun yung evidence ng pivot eh. And
Yeah.
we'll see the body, the hips, the torso, the shoulders tilt a little more. In your case, since yung nga medyo barado dito sa baba, no? Okay, barado dito sa baba. Your tilts masyadong level ba? Yung hips level, yung shoulders very level. So and then mapapansin nyo dito, okay, when you get to the top, hindi ka na almost nag-stop na yung rotation ng trunk mo eh. Yung hips, yung trunk, hindi na nag-rotate.
Yeah.
Then dito nag-umpisa yung mga compensatory abilities mo. So you start to lift. You notice you're working very hard to get the arm up and back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then from here, pansin nyo, no? Because you haven't gone, ano yan eh, pagka kulang ka sa pivot, it's very hard to get the hands deep in the swing. So when you say deep, farther away from the ball.
Correct.
So kulang sa depth, no? Now,
Depth.
dahil talented ka, kaya mong i-maneuver yan. Okay. Now watch what happens. So you're going to parang delay the rotation to try and slot the club back here, no?
Yeah.
Para makababa yung club dito, kailangan mong mag-back up. You notice the head, it already backed up on the backswing, nag-back up pa lalo sa downswing. Just to be able to get the club down here. Okay? So, and then you can see here, yung compensatory abilities mo. Imbis na nag-rotate ka, ang nangyari, you're actually standing up. Yung club mo is coming in inside but very open, and then there you go. You're able to you manage to square the club face.
Yeah.
No. And then here it comes. Since hindi ka nag-rotate dito sa early downswing, the rotation happens late. Dito nag-rotate yan. Alright. So yung sequencing ng body mo, nauna yung pagbaba ng braso, followed by rotation. Usually, it's rotation bago yung swing. Pero yun nga, dahil you're athletic, nagagawa mo ng paraan. So if we can just get you into a better posture, maybe a less knee bend, get your weight more balanced at the start, then you wouldn't have to make this move. You're sitting in your heels on the backswing, and then you have to work so hard in trying to get the right arm up and behind you. Tapos you have to pull it down, and in an effort to pull it down, the rotation stalled. You managed to square the club face, so you're leaving a lot of power on the table. Parang
correct.
Pwede ka pang lumakas, no?
Oo, talaga. Yung kailangan.
Yeah, so yung strength mo, obviously you have great upper body strength, pero napupuntas dun sa compensatory movement instead of napupuntas sa production of force.
Yeah.
So, yun.
So that's the reason why tuwing tinitignan ko palagi yung swing ko, yun nga, I always see yan, that part where you stopped it. So my spine angle palagi nag-iiba kasi tumatayo nga kasi ako. So hindi ko nga mapigil-pigil yan.
Yeah. Oh. Pero yung tayo na yan, siyempre yung iba sasabihin, they can see that's the slow, yung club mabilis eh, yung kamay mabilis, pero ang nakikita usually ng tao is the body, the head, umaangat ka, tumatayo ka. But that's more of an effect rather than the cause.
Okay.
So ano na siya, kumbaga ayaw naman ng katawan mo na tumayo eh.
Ayaw ko nga. Consciously, I'm trying to stay consciously.
Down. But because you're alam mo na kailangan pumasok dito yung club, kailangan mong tumayo to make that happen. And then you have to stall the rotation for your hands to do their job. Yan. Imagine. From here, see that club face? It's pointing in that direction.
Correct.
Tapos pagdating after impact, you're just a few feet after impact, doon na nakapoint yung club face. So that's a lot of rotation going on with your hands.
Yeah. That's why my miss really is a duck hook. Yun talagang ano ko, it's a pull or a duck hook. Yeah.
I was gonna say that nga eh. Malamang duck hook siya.
Correct. When I miss. Well, this one was not, pero my majority ng misses ko is the duck hook or a pull.
Yeah.
And the lack of power, lack of distance.
Yeah, oo. So a lot of majority ng mistakes ng kahit sinong golfer, even professionals, if we can start the swing from a better setup, balanced, tapos understand or not understanding is the easy part. Yung having an awareness of these tilts, no? Yung katawan natin medyo nakaganyan, hips nakaganyan, the knees definitely almost similar yung flex ng right and left knee mo dyan eh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you look at Rory, DJ, all these guys, the guys who are, yung malaki mag-wind up, usually this right leg is straighter and this one is farther out.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you don't have to do, yung kung magtatrabaho ka, it's gonna be more on accelerating the swing rather than controlling the face. So nasasayang doon yung power. So yun.
Got it. So dapat if you go back, so paano dapat yung tayo ko? Where should I be focused on my weight or my stance?
I would relate it to the feeling you would have when you're about to jump into a pool, yung pagpa-dive ka. So you're going to like have a little more forward bend here and less flex in the knees. Yung arms natin, like in your case, yung arms mo parang pa ganun, di ba? So if you have more bend, the arms will be hanging a little more, tapos less bend in the knees. And that should do the trick, no? At least the first step.
Yeah. I think malaking bagay yun. Kung maayos yan, malaking bagay yan.
Yeah. Oo.
Yeah. Okay. What else? For umpisa lang yun.
Well, I wish I had a face on view, no, yung caddy view.
Oo nga, correct.
Yeah. But then dito pa lang kita na. Pag nilagyan ko uli ng line, ano? All right. So you can see how much you moved away, and then you moved away, and then you have to move away some more. Okay. Pag nilagay natin yung camera sa harapan mo, your head is probably going backwards. Paatras yung, hard to tell from this angle, but the fact na pumupunta din yung head, it looks like you're backing up. Siguro from caddy view, ang laki ng side bend mo just to get the club head down here. Pero it's amazing. The good news nga is magaling yung kamay mo. Imagine galing dito. Not everyone can be able to square the club face from here. Diba? From here, ordinary person would probably not be able to square it. Baka diretso na dun yung bola nun.
Wala, I never miss right or open or buka talaga.
Yeah.
Very rare. Okay. Good. Thank you. Ayos.
Let me get back. Let me get back to
Thank you,
sayang,
Mike.
Nakikita ko yung mga workout mo sa Instagram eh. I mean, it's inspiring na. And obviously you're fit, no? And yun nga, nasasayang yung lakas mo, yung fitness mo.
Kaya nga eh. But I think it might have something to do also with my, I have a way back from my playing days kasi I have a right knee injury eh. Baka may kinalaman din yun na inalagaan. It was never, hindi pa uso kasi yung surgery nun eh. Wala pang ACL dati, MCL eh.
I was gonna ask ka kanina, coach, kung kasi nga, di ba sabi mo, Mike, na hindi nagro-rotate yung sa kanan, yung knee, di ba? So sabi, I was gonna ask kanina, baka naman merong, may history.
Baka nga ganun. Pero dapat hindi. But I should be able to strengthen that, to be able to straighten lang naman. Hindi naman kailangan ng power. Straighten lang.
Yeah.
Should be able to straighten. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that.
How long have you been playing, Coach Chot?
Tagal na. I started when actually, I picked the game up when I started coaching Pure Foods sa PBA. So that was 93, actually.
Okay.
1992, 93 was my first year sa Pure Foods, if I remember right. So, way back. My father was a scratch golfer who was forcing us to play for the longest time. But we never picked it up kasi I was playing basketball, football, I was also track and field. And then we picked it up only nung nag-graduate na ako way after. So he was our first pro but then he passed away already. So now I'm working with Kevin Lachica, Mike. So we're always working on that nga, mostly how my hips stop moving on the impact, kulang sa and all of those other things. Yeah. So, okay, enough of that. But thank you. I appreciate it.
And ever since you've been, would you say you're like you're an avid golfer, Coach? Like how many times in a week do you actually play versus intend to play?
I try to get twice a week. I try to get twice a week if I can. There was the time I got my handicap to single digits, and then I got too busy. Yung kino-coach ko I was coaching Gilas, then I was running TV5 and doing all the other things. So ang tagal ko na bakante, and then I picked it up fairly recently na lang ulit. So parang another, siguro last 8-10 years na naman. But I always want to get at least twice a week. To play twice a week.
If you don't mind, what handicap do you carry now?
My index now is 11.8 yata, 11.7.
That's not bad.
Yeah. But I need to get it down to single.
What do you think is harder, Coach Chot? Coaching Gilas or having a really good round?
Golf by far. Pinakamahirap sa lahat ng golf. Hirap ng golf, yeah.
Alam mo Coach, nakakatawa yan kasi I think 3 weeks ago, no, Coach Mike, we had Kiefer on the show kasi
ako nag-influence doon maglaro.
Yung pala, and he was saying we asked the same question and sabi niya ang hirap daw ng golf pero sobrang addicted na raw siya sa golf ngayon.
Yeah.
I guess sa golf kasi ikaw lahat no? Hindi ka pwedeng walang distribution of labor.
Wala, ikaw talaga.
Ikaw lahat
Yung ganun pala, Coach Chot. And di ba syempre, I mean, now you do a lot of executive coaching, etc. No? But before that, you were actually coaching. So I guess your paradigm was instructing people, di ba? How to do things a certain manner this way. But when you started playing golf, syempre baliktad na, di ba? There was not that particular channel or outlet wasn't really there, di ba? And how was that like for you? Was it a bit of an adjustment to that? Parang, because you were mentioning a lot of the sports that you played, no? Kanina parang a lot of them were team sports, no?
Yep.
And so how was that for you?
The reason I picked up golf was really when I was coaching kasi Pure Foods. I was looking for an outlet where I could relax more, be more centered, and not have an outlet where my mind was away from the game. So nagumpisa yung golf ko actually was every game day, whether we played 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. in the evening, the morning, every game day, I will play. Ano kayo yan? Routine ko yan. Palagi yan. Because Normally kasi pag game day, I don't want to get bothered by, reporters asking for an interview or people calling for tickets or whatever. Pag nasa golf course ako, nasa fairway ako, that's parang refuge ko yun eh. So that's where it started. I never really picked up golf to be a competitive golfer. Hindi naman talaga ganun yun eh. And then later on, it became a venue for business, networking and all that. And I'm sure Coach Mike knows it. It's, a lot of, I've been able to close a lot of deals on the fairway, a lot of, business contacts and a very healthy network from golf. Because it's nothing beats spending 4 hours with a CEO of some company or top executive of money. So it was something that I got my brothers into as well, and now my youngest son is playing it as well. So yun lang naman yun. But since I am who I am, I always want to do the best, di ba? Even if I shoot, even if I shoot in the low 80s or whatever, I still want to get it lower pa. And that's why I always video stuff and yan. Even when I'm coaching basketball, I was one of the very first to use video technology in scouting when I was assistant coach of Tim Cone way back pa sa Alaska.
Pa. Yeah.
So we were the first to use that. So
kakasundo
sobrang
talaga
powerful
Coach Mike.
yun eh. Yeah, sobrang powerful ng ganyan yung feedback, objective, measured, don't guess.
Yeah, kasi you cannot dispute it eh. 'Di ba? Pag sinabi ko kay Rudy Hatfield, hindi mo binax out yung banda niya, coach, hindi mo binax out wala sa how can he dispute it? Diba? Sabi nga, no? So, there's no, they cannot dispute that. So, it takes away a lot of the finger pointing, the blaming. Wala nang ganun-ganun, di ba?
Yeah.
We watch the video, we show the feedback, then we figure out how can we improve? What do we work on the next day? Later on sa practice, di ba? So, for me, that's the value.
Kakasundo talaga ni Coach Mike dyan.
Namimiss mo ba mag-coach? Do you miss coaching basketball?
Hindi masyado eh. Kasi right now, hindi. Because tagal kong ginawa, 30 years eh. I was in second year college at Ateneo. Kino-coach ko na yung aspirants team sa high school eh. So I've been doing it for 30 years until I retired in 20. Well, I retired first, pero they asked me to coach Gilas for a couple more years. So the total was about 30 years. So I miss the fellowship, the camaraderie with the players. Yung nakita mo naman, Lee, yung relationship namin with my players, diba? Even after all these years.
Oo.
I miss that, but I don't miss the everyday going to practice and just yung basketball kasi sa Pilipinas mahirap din because whole year round eh. Buong taon eh, walang break. Ngayon lang because of the pandemic, because of COVID. But generally, walang break ang basketball sa Pilipinas. So,
Coach Chot, ingat ka. Baka may ma-take out of context yung
yung
comments mo.
Para
may ka dyan.
Media, hindi naman media ang kausap ko dito.
Ano lang kami, medyahan lang kami. So it's not it's the grind you don't miss. No? Yung day to day, no? Yung legwork of it. But I guess the locker room, yun ang
I miss the formation, the building of a team, going after an objective. Yun ang mga type ko talaga. Pero yung daily going to practice, putting in the work and all that, I think I'm beyond it and I don't miss it. Of course, you miss the exhilaration of a win, a victory. Pero alam rin naman natin, nandun din yung the flip side of the victory is the agony of defeat, di ba? So hindi ka naman palagi rin nananalo. So
is there any coaching itch that you haven't scratched yet as far as basketball? I know it's been an extensive career, no? You were saying 30 years, di ba? But
yeah,
meron bang
coach
ano?
Ateneo
Move
High
on
School, Ateneo College, lahat. Yeah.
Oo. Meron ba? Meron bang parang kunwari parang mga malamay weather lang, yung mga this will actually make me come back for one more season or one more conference. May ganun ba?
Aside from coaching the national team, I really don't know. Actually, baka nga Ateneo pa eh. Baka Ateneo High School pa eh. Alam mo yung mga ganong career-ending, payback, Ateneo High School or Ateneo College. Pero parang mas type ko talaga the youngers where you can really form and players and people.
At saka that would be like full circle, no?
Yeah.